Hey guys, momentaijankguy here, bringing you a rough draft deck profile of Cendrillmon. So EX7 is technically legal now, because technically comes out tomorrow, I believe. Or I think it's tomorrow. But I think it's technically legal now because it's legal on the East Coast, and I'm over here on the West Coast. So yeah, this is a rough draft of Cendrillmon that I want to make. I have some of the stuff right here. Oh, a bit blurry, but I am making it. So the in-person video that I make may be a bit different from the one I have right here. So let's get started. And also later, excuse me. Also, I will be doing a set review on the EX7 set. We're gonna try that out. We're gonna. I know my face is like blocking it right there, but I'm gonna like read out the effects. So we are on the 4 eggs. We're running it'd be 5 Kiaramon. It's probably like the best yellow egg now. It's when you attack, if you have another Digimon, you get to draw a card. And what's nice about it, it doesn't have to be a yellow Digimon. It can be any Digimon. So you get to draw a card. So super nice, very generic. We have a new Chessmon card. So I'm gonna try to update Pawn Chessmon. It's probably not gonna do anything still, but it'll be fun. So this card is pretty good. Evils for 1. That's the only unfortunate part, but. On play, by trashing 1 card as Puppet and its trait in your hand, you get to draw 2 cards. Super nice. And the Inherit is Reboot. So we're running 3 of those. And so far, everything here is from the structure deck. This is from the actual set. This card is very nice. I'm so happy they didn't mess it up. Same with the Pitramon for the green version. When this Digimon would Digivolve into a card with the Puppet trait, you can reduce the cost by 1. I'm really happy that like, you don't need a Tamer. You don't need to have like requirement and everything. It's just if you Evo, it's a Puppet, reduce it by 1. Super nice. So we're running 4 of this. And then we're going to be running 3 of this, 4 of the Searcher. This is from the structure deck. You only get 2 of it. On play, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with the Puppet trait, and 1 card with the Liberator trait from among them to your hand, and return the rest to the bottom of the deck. So what's really cool, that since the majority, I think like 90% of the deck has a Liberator in its trait, and so this card it will usually pick up 2 things every time, because let's say you reveal a Shumon, and it reveals 3 more Shumons. You can be like, I'm going to treat this one as a Puppet, and the other one as a Liberator, which is very cool. So it's usually always a +2. And the Inherit is all your opponent's security gets minus 3,000. This also has the same exact Inherit. I didn't mention it. All your opponent's security gets minus 3,000. And so far, this deck is relatively cheap to make, which is super nice. You don't need alt art. I'm just using it because it looks really pretty. If you guys already have these promos, good. But at the same time, I don't believe you really need it. The only reason you would want it is because it's searchable. So it's a promo Shumon. This is like one of the first cards they revealed when they were like starting the Liberator stuff. If you went to Nats in California over here, I think it was earlier this year. They were handing out Liberator packs, and this is how you get the card. You got this in the Tamer. So on play, whenever your opponent Digimon gains security attack -1 to the end of their turn. It's a super nice card. It's very simple. And the Inherit is 1 attacking one of your opponent Digimon gets -2k. It's an okay Inherit, but it's still nice. It does something. Everything here has an Inherit. And then this is not from the structure deck. Then we're going to get 2 of these. This is from the structure deck. It's another Pawn Chessmon. And so it has blocker. And on deletion, it's vice versa from drawing. By trashing 1 card in your hand as Puppet trait, you get to draw 2 cards. So this one is on play. This one is when it dies. And then out to the 4s. And so we were playing, how many? We're playing 14 level 3s. You can see right over here. Very nice dcgo. Thank you for the person that made it. So this card does not have a Digivolve skill, but you still need 4 of it because this is the reason why we don't run the 3-cost option card. The one that's called Digimon Liberator. Oh no! I do have one in this deck. But it's sort of like a placeholder for now. It's this one. It's like the shop promo that you get right now. Talk about that Glare Digimon Liberator. I'll read the card really quick to you guys and I'll tell you what it does. So if you have a Digimon with Liberator or a card or a Tamer with Liberator straight, you can play it for free. You reveal target cards of your deck, add 1 card as Liberator, trait from amongst your hand, return it to the rest of the bottom of the deck, and then you can play 1 card that's a 3 cost or less that has Liberator trait for free. So it's a really nice card, but I don't think this deck really needs it because of this card specifically. So the security effect is you may play one card with the Liberator trait and a play cost of 4 or less from your hand or trash. So it's either or, which is really nice. And play without paying the cost. So super nice. So that means you can uh, has to be Liberator, so you can't play any of the puppets, but you can play this, get something security attack -1. You get more searches, and it's just really nice. And then it has Overclock. So Overclock had a small errata before the set got dropped. So I guess they didn't want people just to be able to delete. Maybe welcome to the stream. They did not want people to just delete Digimon for no reason. That way you can get like bonus effects without having any consequences. Without them, I apologize for like my language. So Overclock is at the end of your turn. By deleting one of your Digimon that has a puppet in its trait or a token, the Digimon may attack a player without suspending. So if you delete something, you have to swing. It is not optional. So if you choose to proc Overclock at the end of your turn, you have to swing if you do it. So it's a very nice card. And another thing too, in case anybody asks, if you have two Overclock Digimon on the field and your turn ends, you cannot do both. It's like Arrest or Superior one. For hunters, if you have two superiors, they cannot swing at the same time. It's not like one at a time, one at a time. Only one can swing because you can't have two Digimon swinging at the same time. So very nice card. You only get two of this in the structure deck too. And then the inherit is all your opponent's security Digimon gets -3000. Next, this is a promo Shushumon until the end. So when Digivolving, until the end of your opponent's turn, one other Digimon can't attack Digimon and gain security attack +1. I apologize for the light going out. I don't know why it did that. That's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I think it died on me. Oh well. Anywho, let me see if I can fix that really quick in 1 second. Okay, so I do apologize for that. My light just died. But yeah, and they cannot attack Digimon and gain security attack -1. So essentially, it's like you can swing, still get your one attackings, but that's pretty much it. And then during your turn, if you have an Arisa Kinosaki, this Digimon gains jamming. And so there is a little backup alternative to this because this card is around $25, and this one is around $16 if you don't already have them. I don't have them, so I'm in a bit of a pickle. But there is a good alternative in the structure deck, and it is Digimon. So on play, on deletion, give one of your opponent's Digimon security attack -1. It is not the best alternative, but it's still not the worst. Sort of does the same thing a little bit, but not too much. A nice thing about it is that like if you hit this off life, you can play this in your hand or trash, and you get to the sec -1. But it doesn't have an inherit, so it's a small little like backup alternative. Then we're gonna be playing. We're playing 4 of the Shushumon from this set. When Digivolving, if you have one or fewer Tamers, you can play an Arisa Kinosaki from your hand without paying the cost. So it's super nice. So if you already have one, you can still play a second one. And during your turn, all of your opponent's security Digimon get -3000 for the inherit. For Cendrillmon. So it has Overclock Puppet trait. So delete a puppet or a token, you can swing without suspending at the end of your turn. And when Digivolving, you can play a level 3 Digimon card with the puppet trait from your hand without paying the cost, which is all of your level 3s because everything's a puppet. And then the inherit is when this Digimon would leave the battle area other than by one of your effects, so by battle or by effects from the opponent. You can delete one of your tokens or another puppet trait Digimon and it doesn't leave, and that's once per turn. This has the exact same inherit, but the on play when digivolving is one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 TP for the turn. Then if there are 3 or more Digimon on the field, you further reduce it by 3000. So super nice. And this one you only get 2 in the structure deck. And then we're going to go on to the Cendrillmon from EX7. So it has Overclock, Puppet Trait, and started main phase and when digivolving. You may play one familiar token. It's a Digimon it's a yellow, 3000 DP, and on deletion, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP for the turn. So super, super nice. And when attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6000. So what's really cool is, like, let's say it says on the board, you keep turn, you swing minus 6000, end of turn, you overclock, delete, minus 3000, so that's 9000. It's attacking again without having to suspend, and you can again do the one attack and basically do minus 15k to something by itself. So super, super nice card. And next on to the structure deck one. Also has Overclock, but it's a blocker, which is cool. And when digivolving, you may play 2 familiar tokens that have the exact same on deletion, something gets minus 3000. Only little downside is that that's basically all it does, aside from it being a blocker. This one has more value because the longer it's on the board, the more tokens you can make. But they're both really, really good, and you only get 2 in the structure deck. Once Shine Greymon Burst Mode, this card is just it's pretty nice because all the Tamers are pretty cheap, and you are able to spit out 2 free Tamers with the Shushimon over here. So it has Blast Evo. On play when digivolving, you may play 1 Tamer card from your hand without paying the cost, so another free Tamer player. And then one of your opponent Digimon gets minus 5000 for each of your Tamers, so super, super nice. And when attacking by suspending up to 2 yellow Tamers, he gets for each one, he gets security check -1, so maybe +1. So he swings for 3 checks by himself, which is pretty cool. Now onto the Tamers. Running 3 Orisa, you get a play set of these in the structure deck. It's a memory setter, puts you to 3, and then during your turn, when an effect plays one of your tokens or puppet trait, you can suspend her to give it rush. This is the Orisa from EX7. So start your main phase, if your opponent has a Digimon, you gain a memory. And all turns, when one of your tokens or puppet trait Digimon are deleted, so by battle, by effect, by anything, you can suspend the Tamer, play a level 3 Digimon card as a puppet trait from your hand without paying the cost. So it's super, super nice. Again, this is where like this really comes in handy a lot. There is one alternative, but it is not searchable. Oh no. Oh, it's Rena. And it's going to be this one over here, this one right here. It's from BT5, on play, one of your opponent Digimon gets security attack -1, but it is not searchable, you cannot play it for free. And it has the same exact on play, but doesn't have an inherit. I don't know if there's another card, I haven't really checked too much. But that is like a small alternative you can do. And then 2 yellow memory boost, on play, top 4, add 1 yellow card, 1 Digimon card. Put it to your hand, delay, pop it, gain 2 memory. You only get 2 of these in the structure deck. 1 physical training, play to go to top 2, add 1 yellow card, which searches out the entire deck. I'm trying out the ratios, I might do 3 or I might do 2. 1 memory boost and 2 trainings, or vice versa. And delay, one of your yellow Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card with their cost reduced by 2. And then 2 Vortex Resonance. So this card is pretty nice. You can ignore colors if you have a Digimon or Tamer with Liberator in his trait. So reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with the Liberator trait from among them, which is nice, add 1 card. Return the rest to the bottom, then one of your Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card in hand with a Digivolution cost reduced by 4. So it is a very, very nice card. It's basically like a souped up version of the white card that's Digimon Liberator. But instead of playing something, you get a Digivolve for a reduction of 4. And the security effect is you may play 1 card with the Liberator trait and a play cost of 4 or less from your hand or trash without paying the cost, then add this card to your hand. So it plays a free card and it goes to your hand. Let me read this again. Oh yeah, this is 1 card, so this can also play Tamers. These both can play Tamers. So that is the deck profile. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I do apologize for like my lights going out. And I will see you guys in the next video to show you guys some gameplay.